My name is Karen Hughes, and I'm the Domestic Violence Clinical Services Coordinator at the Life Cris Center. And I want to welcome you to Life Crisis Today. Today we're going to talk about a housing program, and it's entitled the Survivor Housing Options and Resources for Empowerment, which is really a transitional housing program for survivors. And with me is Maxine Hilliard. She is the Transitional Housing Case Manager. Hi, Maxine.
Hi, Karen.
I want to welcome you to the program.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about transitional housing. Tell me about the program.
Well, the program was established in 2017. It's a partnership between the Life Cris Center, the City of Salisbury, and Telemon Corporation. And it was established through a grant.
Okay. And what does it do?
Well, it helps survivors of domestic violence become independent by providing help with rent, possibly utilities, finding housing, and also helping them to reestablish their credit.
So it's a survivor of domestic violence. Is there anything else that, anybody else that would qualify for the program?
Yes. Survivors of domestic violence, like I said, or dating violence or sexual assault.
And how can someone be referred to the program?
Anyone can be referred to the program. A potential client can come in themselves. For example, we've had people from the hospital call in for a potential client. DSS has called in. The police department has called in. Therapists have called in. It can be anyone who knows a survivor or who is a survivor.
Right. So you said survivor of domestic violence, sexual assault, dating violence. How about stalking?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Stalking also.
Okay. Any other requirements?
Well, there is an age requirement.
Okay.
It's 18 or older,
Oh, okay.
but also if a survivor is emancipated from their parents, so a 17-year-old, 16-year-old can be a possible candidate.
But as long as they're emancipated.
And as long as they're emancipated.
So do they need to be homeless, or why would they need this transitional program?
If they're homeless because of the situation or about to become homeless because of the situation,
Okay.
they
So they're
can apply.
fleeing.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Is there an income requirement?
And it's not really an income requirement, but you do have to have income in order to be able to afford an apartment on your own after the program ends. So what we do is we help you to pay so much a month, and you have to pay your portion and we'll pay a portion of it. And then we help you to achieve, basically at the end, independence.
Okay, so the goal is definitely independence.
Yes.
So if I'm this client that's possibly fleeing, what does a potential client have to do first?
Well, the first thing that you have to do is fill out an application form. Once you fill out the application form, we go over the form and then we find out what your needs are. You may not need us for many months, and let me just go back. The program is from 6 months up to 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So each month we don't reevaluate, but we do meet.
Okay.
So once you fill out the application form, we find out what those needs are. You may not need us for 2 years. We'll find that out in the beginning.
Okay, okay. Is there more to the process, or is the process like?
It's very simple. Once you fill out the application form, we come together and we meet. And usually we meet at the Life Cris Center, or if you need to meet somewhere else, I may be able to meet you somewhere else, but we want to make sure that wherever we meet, it's a place where it's confidential, because this is your information.
Right.
So we want to make sure that anything that you say to us, it will be between you and us. So you fill out the application form, we go over the financial part of the application form, we go over your needs. You have to be able to get an apartment in your name. So you have to be able to get a lease.
Okay.
And in order to get a lease, you have to make sure that you have no outstanding utility bills. So if you do have outstanding utility bills, we can help you with that by finding resources for you. Or we also work with you on trying to get it paid off or paid down, where you would just come for case management until you're able to get a signed lease in your name.
So if I have these outstanding bills, I might not get approved right away, but you would help me to work towards getting approved.
Yes, we help you
Okay.
to work towards getting your name on a lease and your name on your own utilities.
Right. So anything else in the approval process that's required or I have to do to get approved?
Well, once we fill out the application form and once you meet all of the other requirements, I have a team of people that I meet with, and we talk over the things that you've told me, and we talk over your needs, and then we will decide whether or not we can help you.
Okay.
And the main thing is that we want to help you. We just want to make sure that we are able to help you, because this is about you succeeding. You know, we don't want you to fail in any way, shape, or form. So we make sure to help you every step of the way.
Okay. So you're really there. You're case manager, that's why you're titled that, is help me, if I'm that client, that you're going to help me do what I need to do to be successful.
Yes.
Okay. During the program, are there any expectations or requirements that I have to do?
While you're in the program, we want to make sure that you are doing everything that you're supposed to do in order to keep your apartment. So you have to make sure that you pay your rent on time. But if there's a problem, that's why case management is so important, because we're developing a relationship and we're developing a trust relationship. So if you have any issues, something may come up where you can't pay your bill that month. You may not be able to pay your utilities, or you may not be able to pay all of your rent. Talk to me. We may be able to find a solution. Say, for instance, your car broke down. That was an unexpected expense, and you may have to pay for car repairs, and you may have to use some of that money that you would have used for rent. If you come and talk to me, we may be able to just cover you for that month. Again, we want you to succeed, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we possibly can to help you.
You don't want me getting embarrassed and being afraid to say I can't do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, as long as I keep you involved in my process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not about me trying to get into your business or anything like that. It's just about me giving you a hand just in case you need it. My hand is here for you.
Right.
You know, we are here for you. Right. And that's what the program is all about.
Now, you said 6 months to 2 years. Is there an evaluation process throughout that the time that I'm with you?
And that's a very good question. Because we meet monthly, we do talk about what your goals are and what you have achieved during that time. So in the 6-month process, when you get to your 6-month mark, we've already talked about what it is that you want to continue doing and what you may need to do. So if, for instance, you are going to school and your job is the same, we fill out a new agreement. You have to fill out an agreement in the beginning, and then at the 6-month mark, we fill out a new agreement. You may not need us anymore. So if you don't need us anymore, we don't have to worry about an agreement. You can continue on with case management for up to 3 months. But if you do continue on with the program, the new agreement may possibly have the new monthly amount that we will be paying and what you will be paying, depending on your financial situation.
So as I become more and more independent, you're going to step out and step out and step out.
Yes.
Yeah. And so therefore I sign an agreement, or if I'm this client?
Yes.
Okay.
We both sign the agreement.
So every 6 months we sign a new one.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So you keep saying that you want to step out and make me independent. Is there anything else that goes into doing that I need to be this independent at the end of the program?
Well, what your goals are. We talk about what they are, and then we talk about how you can achieve those goals. For example, we have women who have gone back to school. We have women who have done things that they only dreamed about doing. For instance, we have one lady who's about to graduate from nursing school. She would not have been able to do that if we did not provide the help that we did. And it also gives you peace of mind, knowing that your rent is going to be partially paid and your utilities can be paid if need be. And you have someone to talk to. That gives you peace of mind, and that gives you the freedom to go and do your classes and not worry about having to, not worrying about your children not having a home or you not having a home, or food. We can also provide food for you once a month if you need it.
Okay. So getting that independence and being on my own, at the end of the program, I need to be able to do that. But what if I'm still a little shaky? You might not be helping financially anymore because your time limit is up, but how do you help with that?
At the end of the 2 years, if you're in the program for 2 years, we have been talking for 2 years. So by that time, we've already talked about coming to the end of the program and what you still need. If you still need help, you may want to move to a cheaper apartment where you can afford to pay it on your own. You may want to get more training. You may want to change jobs. But we've talked for all of this time. So you're confident, you know what you're doing and you know what you want to do by the time the end of the program comes around.
That's a lot of information. It sounds like it's been a great program in helping folks get on their feet after they're trying to really flee a very bad situation. Is there anything else or you talked about the partners. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about today?
Oh, yes. We do have relationships with other organizations that help the potential clients or our clients. And that's BB&T. They have a program where they help you with credit repair. They help you open a bank account. They help you with your finances. They even give you information about possibly owning your own home. And the next organization, the partnership that we have with them is Habitat for Humanity, which is also a fantastic organization. We have the women talk, we have the clients talk to Habitat for them possibly helping to build their own house and owning their own house within about 13 to 15 months.
Wow. Anybody else?
Telemine Corporation. Telemine Corporation, we partner with them, and it's a free program. It's called the FAST program, and it's a food service program. It's a 16-week course, and it's during the day. So it's excellent for someone who is working at night and who may want to go into the food service program. And they teach you everything and anything about food service. And at the end, they do give you a certificate.
So it sounds like it's really encompassing and trying to get empowering, and that's why the name empowerment is in that name of their program.
Yes.
How does someone reach you to be able to possibly apply?
Well, you can call the Life Cris Center. You can come in for an application form. You fill out the form, you get it to me, and then we'll set up an appointment.
Okay. So calling the hotline, it sounds like that's the best place to start.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, Maxine. There's a lot of information, a lot of great information, and hopefully empowering some people who might be struggling right now and needing to flee a situation.
Yes.
And so thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you. Thank you for joining us at Life Cris Center today. The Transitional Housing Program could also use some donations. So if you think about setting up a new place and everything that you need, you may need new bedding, you may need new sheets, new towels, the cleaning supplies, the toiletries, anything that you think about for setting it up and setting up with new things. So if you have a donation or you have things that you would like to bring to us, please give us a call. And how do you reach us? Through the hotline. The Life Crisis Hotline is 410-749-HELP. Again, the number is 410-749-4357. Or you can reach us through our website at www.lifecrisiscenter.org. Thank you, and thank you PAC 14 for having us.